Here is a specific kind of silence that haunts us. It isn't the silence of peace. It is the silence of stagnation. You wake up in the morning and the ceiling looks exactly the same as it did a year ago. You look in the mirror and you see the same fears, the same habits, the same limitations staring back at you. You have tried. God, you have tried. You read the books, you made the plans, you bought the journals, you promised yourself that this was the year you would change, this was the year you would finally bloom. But here you are. The calendar has turned, but you haven't. You feel like a seed that was planted in concrete. You are pushing and straining and willing yourself to break through, but nothing is happening. And a quiet, terrifying question begins to settle in your chest. What if I am incapable of growth? What if this is all I will ever be? If you feel stuck today, if you feel like you are failing to become the person you are meant to be, stay with me. We aren't going to talk about how to try harder. We aren't going to talk about breaking through the concrete. We are going to talk about what is happening in the dark, underneath the soil, where you can't see it yet. I want to tell you about a bamboo farmer. In the Far East, there is a species of bamboo that tests the soul of anyone who plants it. The farmer digs the holes. He plants the seeds. He waters them. He fertilizes the soil. He ensures the sunlight is just right. In the first year, he looks for a sprout. Nothing, just brown earth. He keeps watering. He keeps weeding. The second year passes. Nothing. The neighbors start to whisper. They say, "He is watering dirt. He is a fool. Nothing is going to grow there." The farmer starts to doubt himself. He wonders if the seeds are dead. He wonders if the soil is cursed. He wonders if he is just a bad farmer. The third year, still nothing. The fourth year, the ground is silent. Imagine the frustration. Imagine the feeling of failure. 4 years of labor, 4 years of hope, and absolutely zero evidence of progress. But the farmer keeps watering. And then, in the fifth year, something happens. A tiny green shoot breaks the surface, and then another. And in the span of just 6 weeks, that bamboo grows 90 feet into the air. It becomes a towering forest, almost overnight. Now, ask yourself this question. Did the bamboo grow 90 feet in 6 weeks, or did it grow 90 feet in 5 years? If the farmer had stopped watering in year 4, if he had dug up the seeds to check on them, he would have killed the miracle. For 4 years, the bamboo wasn't dead. It wasn't failing. It was growing roots. It was building a massive, complex network underground, a foundation strong enough to support the height that was coming. You feel like you are failing to grow because you are looking at the surface. You are looking for the shoot, but maybe, just maybe, you are in the root years. Let's stop here for a moment. I want you to take a breath. Let your shoulders drop. Think about the area of your life where you feel stuck. Your career, your art, your healing, your relationship. You have been judging yourself based on what is visible above the ground, but you cannot see what is happening in the dark. Why is this waiting so painful? Why do we interpret stillness as failure? It is because we live in a culture of linear ascent. We are taught that a graph of success should look like a straight line going up and to the right, every day better than the last, every year richer than the last. But nature doesn't work in straight lines. Nature works in cycles. And biology gives us a word for what you're experiencing. It is called dormancy. In winter, a tree looks dead. Its branches are bare. Its sap stops flowing. If you judged a tree in January, you would say it is a failure. But the tree is not dead. It is conserving energy. It is repairing its internal structures. It is preparing for the energy expenditure of spring. If a tree tried to bloom in January, if it tried to force growth when the conditions weren't right, it would die. The frost would kill the buds. Psychologically, we go through winters too. We hit plateaus where our external progress stops. This is the plateau of latent potential. During this time, your brain is rewiring. You are absorbing the lessons of the past. You are healing from old traumas. You are gathering strength. The feeling of stuckness is actually a protective mechanism. Your soul is saying, wait, we aren't ready to build the next floor yet. The foundation needs to cure. We think we are failing because we aren't moving forward. But sometimes, growth isn't about moving forward. Sometimes, growth is about deepening. So, here is the shift I want to offer you tonight. What if you stopped calling it stagnation and started calling it incubation? What if you aren't a failed project, but a developing photograph? A photograph sits in the dark room, in the chemical bath. If you turn on the lights too soon to check if it's working, you ruin the image. You have to trust the darkness. The failure to grow is usually just a failure to perceive. You are looking for the wrong metrics. You are looking for the promotion, the weight loss, the applause. But the real growth is happening in your resilience, in your patience, in your ability to sit with yourself when things aren't working. The farmer who waters the dirt for 4 years is growing something in himself too. He is growing faith, and that is a harvest more valuable than the bamboo. So, how do we survive the winter? How do we keep watering the dirt when we feel like giving up? I want to give you a framework. It is simple. It is called REST. R. Reframe the season. Stop asking, what is wrong with me? Start asking, what is this season trying to teach me? If it is winter, put on a coat. Don't try to wear a swimsuit. Accept where you are. E. Expand horizontally. If you can't grow up, vertical success. Grow out. Read a book, learn a recipe, walk in a new neighborhood, connect with a friend. Widen your life while you wait for it to heighten. S. Small truths. When you feel like a failure, you stop trusting yourself. Rebuild trust with tiny truths. Tell yourself, I will drink a glass of water. Then do it. Tell yourself, I will write 1 sentence. Then do it. Keep small promises. T. Trust the dark. Remind yourself of the bamboo. Remind yourself of the tree in winter. Say to yourself, something is happening that I cannot see yet. Reframe. Expand small truths. Trust. I want to leave you with one final image. Imagine a bow and arrow. Before the arrow can fly forward, it must be pulled backward. It has to sit in that tension. It has to be held still. If the arrow could think, it would say, I am moving away from my target. I am going backward. I am stuck. But the backward pull is not a retreat. It is the gathering of power. You are in the pullback right now. The tension is high. The stillness is heavy. But you're not failing. You're being aimed. So be patient with yourself. Keep watering the soil. The shoot is coming. The spring is coming. And when you finally fly, you will understand why it took so long. You are not buried. You are planted. Thank you.